Hey there, this is Alana. I hope it's been a good week for you or weekend if you're watching this live. And today I'm going to be chatting with you about these new Apple privacy changes that you may have heard about, especially if you are running Facebook ads. So if you are running Facebook ads, you have probably gotten some alarming sounding emails, and you've probably gotten some alarming pop-ups and notifications, and there's this whole resource center with a big old exclamation mark, and a lot of people don't even know what Facebook is telling them is going to happen. So here's what it says. Apple announced changes with iOS 14 that will impact how we receive and process events from tools like the Facebook SDK and the Facebook Pixel. See updates on how these changes may affect your ad, blah, blah, blah. And you click learn more. And basically what it tells you is that the world is ending and Facebook ads are not going to work, and it's going to be the worst thing for your business. Like, they've actually been doing these ad campaigns about, like, Facebook is telling us these are going to hurt your business. Here's what you need to do. So I want to talk through what all this means, how alarmed do we need to be, and so on. Let me get her ball. What are you doing? Huh? It's not back there. Alrighty. She got her ball stuck. All right. So let's just dissect very superficially first what's going on. The very, very basic, I'll give you the TLDR if you want it right now, and there's no need to panic, especially for us as authors. These are going to affect people who are running a lot of conversion type ads, and almost all authors are sending traffic to your Amazon sales page. So if you are sending people to your Amazon sales page, these changes are not going to impact you as much. If you are doing traffic ads, these changes really aren't going to impact you very much. The kind of people where they might be getting nervous are people who are like selling things directly from their website, or they're doing things that require a lot of website tracking. That's what this whole thing about the Pixel is. All right, give me just a second to get the dog out. Hey, you're being too loud. You need to stop it. You need to stop it. That's too loud. It's not there. Go up. All right. Sorry. Okay. So if you are doing any type of conversion ad, you might see that this becomes less effective for you. If you're running traffic ads, not going to impact too much. And what it does impact, it's only going to be people who are on their phones using Apple devices. Facebook is still going to know things like who is a mystery reader. They're still going to know things like who are Agatha Christie fans. And so that side of it isn't changing. Basically, what's changing is the way that Facebook is allowing people to track visitors to their website and to use the Pixel to track events. So if you've ever set up a conversion ad, you might see a few changes. It might not be quite as effective. I'll go ahead and give you the really quick rundown in case about it. So when we go to create an ad, most of the time as authors, we're using traffic ads where basically we just want people to visit the Amazon webpage. Some people though, if you are selling something from your site, if you are looking for newsletter signups and you're sending people right to your site, sometimes you will set that up as a conversion ad. And those are the things that might be a little bit impacted by these privacy changes because the Pixel's not going to be as trackable. So the Pixel is a tiny bit of code that you put on your website so that you can do things like, hey, people who have been on my website, go ahead and send them a Facebook ad, right? So if you're doing tons of things that involve a Pixel, you might see a few things changing up. But remember, this only impacts people who are using this Apple specific operating system. This only impacts people who opt out and tell Apple not to share their data. And it really, as far as Facebook ads goes, it's going to impact people who are doing conversion ads more than people doing traffic ads. So as authors, we're doing fine. And what we might find is actually that our cost per clicks get lower because the really big businesses might be more nervous about these changes. And so they might be holding some of their ad spend back until they see what happens. So actually now is not a bad time. These changes as of right now are slated to roll out this week. Some people think they've already rolled out some. Honestly, my prediction is authors are either going to see no change at all, or we might even see that we can get cheaper clicks because some people are getting nervous and no longer running ads with the really high budgets that they used to. Again, this isn't going to impact things like, is Facebook going to know if somebody follows my page? Is Facebook going to know if somebody likes to read on Kindle? It's going to be more for people who say, hey, Facebook, find everybody who signed up for this webinar last week and send them an ad for this. Those are the kinds of things that are going to be more impacted by these changes. So I hope that that helps give some clarity, and that if you have been feeling a little bit alarmed, that you feel a little bit more okay with where things are going. And we'll talk to you soon.